Peace, family. What's going on? It's that boy 400, and you are in tune to the 400 show. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. The topic of this video is it's a lot going on in the hip hop industry today. As you can see, I was watching the Breakfast Club, and I seen DJ Khaled on the Breakfast Club giving a beautiful interview. DJ Khaled is a very, very positive individual. I also know people who are affiliated with MMG, stuff like that. And it's one question that always comes to mind when you see like record label execs who are successful and you have disgruntled artists, recording artists. And let's say you may have an executive that, it doesn't even matter if it's just an executive. It could be an executive, right, who doesn't rap, or it can be an executive who does rap. It could be a guy who started out as a rapper, like a Rick Ross. DJ Khaled started out as a DJ. He got his own brand, We the Best. He branded that. And he took it to the next level. He ended up signing artists up under him. The issue is why artists end up becoming disgruntled, and this is information for people who are on the outside looking in, is because what happens is this: when an artist gets signed, he's happy, he's excited. People equate record deals and being signed to record labels and being signed up under famous people with being rich. That's from people on the outside looking in. And part of the artists who get signed probably feel that way also. His lifestyle changes. You know, he gets to see things that he ordinarily wouldn't have seen if he wasn't with someone who was really doing it big, or whatever the case may be, if he wasn't signed to someone. But as time goes on, let's say this artist started making money. This artist may have a manager that he has to pay. The record label has to get their cut. He may have a road manager on top of the manager that he has to pay. Agent, entertainment, lawyer. So you may have 5 people who may have their hands in the pot before that artist even sees a dime. And then you couple that with the artist being broke. He never had a dime before, and he starts spending money buying all kind of jewelry and all kind of stuff like that. So he's spending more money than what he's bringing in. And then this artist end up, saying that, he's broke, he doesn't have any money, yada, 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 so on and so forth. And then he goes out and he disses his CEO who he is up under. This is his company. That's not, is it the fault of the company or is it the fault of the artist? It's the fault of the artist. I'm going to tell you why. Because the artist is not educated. Right? Let's say I come from the streets. Let's say I jump in the streets and I want to be a drug dealer or whatever the case may be, and I jump in and then, I want to play football. Forget the streets. I want to play football. But I don't know the rules. I didn't do my homework on what can I do, what can I do in football. What are the things that are allowed in this sport, and what are the things that I need to know in order for me to be successful in this sport, to be a successful football player. A lot of artists who come in the music industry, they only know about rapping. That's the easiest part to do. Going to the studio, recording, smoking weed, drinking, that ain't shit. If that's all you know, you're not going to be successful. Yeah, you'll probably make a hit record, but that's not going to have anything to do with you how to manage your money. If you don't know how to manage your money, if you don't understand how to read contracts, if you don't understand about branding, how to brand yourself, you don't need to promote the record label, We the Best, or Maybach Music. Maybach Music is pretty much rosé. I'm not gonna call him Rick Ross because that'd be disrespect to the real Ricky Ross. So I'll just say rosé. That's disrespect to Maybach Music is rosé. He's the one that got all the money. The artists are just artists or affiliates who are affiliated with it. DJ Khaled, We the Best, he the one got the money. The artists are just artists. So what can you learn from Rosé, and what can you learn from DJ Khaled, from We the Best? What you can learn is they learned the art of branding. You see what I'm saying? They branded themselves. You really have to understand the definition of what branding is. You know what I mean? What separates you from everybody else? Example, like me, I'm coming back in the game. I started 400 Media Group, and I started 400 Clothing Apparel. This is my brand, 400. 4 represents knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Triple represents 4 represents mind, spirit, body, and soul. Triple represents knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And the 0 represents the 360-degree circle of life in which we all live. So I had to learn how to become an owner, an entrepreneur, away from rapping. Rapping is easy. You see what I'm saying? So I own my own online clothing line. I own my own clothing line down here in Miami, right? I have this. We sell snapbacks, sweaters, t-shirts, hoodies, and we're going to branch out to other stuff also. But this is what we sell. This is the part of my brand. So anytime you see a video that I shoot, I'm always going to have this on. Why? Because I want to keep this in your face. You see what I'm saying? I want to keep this in your face. Definitely. And I'm always shouting it out. I'm always going to wear my apparel. I have shirts also. I don't have a shirt on right now, but You know, I have shirts and everything. You see what I'm saying? This is what branding is all about. You have to diversify yourself. If the only thing you know about the game is rapping, I'm gonna go in the studio, make a hot song, make a hot mixtape, put the mixtape out, smoke weed, go on the road, fuck, drink, smoke, and then you complaining about, man, I ain't got no money, my boss ain't looking out for me, my CEO ain't looking out for me. No, nigga, that's your fault. You should study your CEO and learn to do what he doing. You got to establish your own brand. You use your CEO, you use Maybach Music, you use We the Best Music, or Rock Nation, or whatever the case may be. You use that as a platform to build your own brand. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that label ain't gonna do shit for you. That label is, well, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna do nothing for you, but that label is doing something for you by putting you on their platform. So use their platform, because they signed you or you're affiliated with it. Use their platform to build your brand. Establish yourself as a separate entity away from the label. Because if you're representing the label, I'm through this MMG all day. Okay, when you fall off, MMG still gonna be there. The label will support you, but they ain't gonna represent and build a brand for you. You got to build a brand for yourself. That's the issue. So these artists don't know anything about branding. And then if you have bad spending habits, if you have more money going out than coming in, you see what I'm saying? Then that's another problem. Your spending habits is bad. You know, it's not the duty of the CEO to keep giving you money. That's because these artists do not understand business. If you understood business, if you understood the music business, if you understood how it really works, you would never be upset with your CEO. You would never be upset with your boss. You know what I mean? Because you know why? Because you wouldn't have unexpected expectations. You wouldn't have unrealistic expectations of that person. People expect, especially rappers, expect things that they shouldn't expect from their CEO or their labels out of ignorance. You see what I'm saying? When you don't know something, you expect things you feel like, well, this is what they should do. You know, just like managers, artists feel like, especially artists that's coming up in the game. I had an artist tell me, I was in a barbershop one time, he told me, hey man, I'm looking for a manager. In actuality, he's looking for a investor. He's looking for someone to fund his career. Because when artists say they looking for a manager, they really mean, you know, they want someone to put the money up to pay for their dream to be a rapper. It's not my duty to pay for your dream to be a rapper. A manager's job is to manage. His job is to advise you and guide your career and help create opportunities for you to make money. That's his job. But his job is not to pay your bills. His job is not to give you money to go to the strip club. His job is not to buy your weed for you. His job is not even to pay for your studio time. Artists feel like this is what a manager's supposed to do. A manager's job is not to spend money. A manager's job is to create other avenues for you, but you got to have something going already also. You know, a manager's job is to create other avenues for you and to manage your career, to make sure you don't make the wrong move, to make sure when other opportunities present itself, he guides you that way. Hey man, you need to take advantage of this endorsement deal. Hey look, I got this show booked for you and such and such, such and such. That's what a manager does. But if you're not known, if you haven't built the brand, no one knows who you is, it's nothing he can do. And see, that's the problem. That's why you have recording artists who are dissing their CEOs and their bosses, because they haven't learned the game. They know nothing about music publishing. They don't know how to register their songs with BDS. They don't know how to do any of that. They don't know how to copyright their songs. They don't understand anything about branding. There's nothing unique about them. There's nothing that you are an expertise at. If you are only an expertise at rapping, you know what I mean? That's not unique about that. That's not unique about rapping. Why? Because everybody and their mama rapping. I live here in Miami. I can do a survey right now on my block, on my street. Well, as you can see the background, I live in the suburbs. But I can go to the hood and do a survey on my block, on the block in the hood. And I'm pretty sure if I survey 100 people, 110 people are rappers. Now, you can't get 110 out of 100, but I'm just showing you that's how many people are rappers. So there's nothing unique about that. So you have to build a brand. Build brand awareness. Understand brand awareness. You see what I'm saying? So MMG and Maybach Music, and We the Best, you know, these labels are not crooks. They're not ripping their artists off. It's just the artists are ignorant. The artists are not understanding the business. And they feel like the label should be doing something that they shouldn't do. Now, if there are personal things that's going on in the background that I'm not privy to, then I can't respond to that. You know what I mean? I can't speak on that subject matter because I don't know. But I can tell you from firsthand because I am a boss right now, and I've been a recording artist. And in the beginning, I had unrealistic expectations of people who I was affiliated with, and it didn't happen. You see what I'm saying? It was because I didn't educate myself. One of the main things you can do is buy a book called Everything You Need to Know About the Music Industry by Donald Passman. You know, it's 2016. The book comes out. His book comes out every 3 years, but it's 2016. And, you know, I don't know how relevant that book is today, but it's a lot of information that you can get out of that book. You know, because by it being 2016, things have changed a lot, and technology changes everything a lot. So you have to understand how to brand yourself. Once you understand how to brand yourself, and if you are one of those recording artists who are just so lucky to be affiliated with the MMG, or affiliated with the We the Best, or affiliated with Rock Nation, or affiliated with Hustle Gang, or whatever the case may be, if you've been blessed to use that platform, I advise you to take that platform that these CEO record labels have given you to build your brand outside of them. Build your brand outside of them. So because if you build your brand and you do it right, and become an expert in your field, and engrave your brand in people's heads like I'm gonna do for 400, then guess what? When you and that label is not working together anymore, you still gonna be able to eat, make money, and they won't be able to eat off of you because you did what you were supposed to do. But if you just coming in the game, I'm just gonna rap. I'm just gonna be happy being on the stage. I'm gonna smoke me some weed, trick with some females. I'm gonna wear the chain, represent for the label. For what? Represent for the label for what? You signed a recording deal in order to be able to put your music out and take care of your family. What the hell you represent for the label for? Nigga, represent for yourself. Take care of you. If it's not your label, don't represent for it. If you don't own the label, don't represent for the label. The label, you know, brought you aboard for you to, and you're supposed to use that label as a springboard. Use their platform to build your platform. Use their platform to build your brand. That's what they're for. And as long as you're putting out records, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do according to the contract, then you're fine. I'm not saying don't, you know, shout out the label every now and then, but always throw your brand in their face. Always throw your brand, not in the label's face, but in your fans' face, and your people's face. And that's what it is. So my advice to all up-and-coming recording artists, independent, understand the game, understand branding, understand how to market yourself, understand how to brand yourself, and learn everything you need to know about this business. Because when you come in this business, man, you're going to wear several hats. It's several hats that you're going to wear, that you're going to have to wear. And you have to understand that. Educate yourself to the business before you come in. That's so when you do come in, you won't have unexpected, unrealistic expectations. And if you have a job, keep your job, because you're going to need money from your job in order to fund your career. Understand more than just how to be a rapper. Like me, I know how to engineer. I know how to mix my own music. You see what I'm saying? You know, I have my own clothing line, like I said. You know, I have my own media group to where, you know, my YouTube channel is 400 Media Group. But this YouTube channel right here is definitely for, I produce my own videos. So you got to wear several hats. You see what I'm saying? Once you know how to wear several hats, and you know you got to become the CEO, you got to be the manager, you got to do all these different things until your career takes off. Once your career takes off, then you can sub out that work and have other people help you. So understand how to brand yourself, man. And I want to end this video by saying that, you know, in my opinion, on the outside looking in, We the Best and Maybach Music, they are not crooked record labels. It's just you artists don't understand business, and that's why you're just growing right now. This is that boy 400. If you like what I'm saying, please subscribe to my channel. I got a new video coming out called They Can't Do It Like Me. It's a very hot video, very fire video. It's what I'm using to brand myself, to put, you know, 400 on the map. It's very important to me, man, and I'm going to show y'all everything, how to shoot videos also, so you'll know what all goes into it. Other than that, that's it, man. Subscribe to my channel. Click the link below. Go to the store, 400clothing.com. Follow me on Instagram, at 400 Apparel. Follow me on Twitter, at 400 Apparel. Follow me on Facebook, at 400 Apparel. And go to 400clothing.com. Peace.